in a really long time. It's been 5 years. It's 2024. Haven't done this since 2019, I think. Anyways, Radiant Orchid. I'm gonna mix it with something else because I don't want just this color. I think it's a little too bright, but we're going over the red because it is not Christmas anymore, so no more red and green, instead purple and green. Since I don't want it like too pink, I'm gonna put in some of this. This is a color depositing mask, so it's not gonna be too dark. And then I'm gonna put a teeny tiny little dab of this Purple Haze. I have no idea what color this is gonna turn out to be, but we'll see. Oh my god, bad idea. This is so thick. Okay, it was supposed to fall off. If that gives you an idea. Oh my god, no! This won't be a bad shirt to get shit on. Come on. I like hate this consistency. It's like butter. Oh my god, check out the hair though. We got the mullet. The mullet's so long. And we got the sides shaved that I actually need to shave again because they're growing. And like sometimes I remember that one video I posted where like I shaved the sides of my head for the first time and I was like crying and like panicking and like freaking out. And now I just be grabbing scissors being like, just because we grow. I've grown. I'm way different. I'm so different than I was 5 years ago. I mean, check out all this stuff I got on my arms. I actually did all my tattoos myself. Look, I have this snake. His name's Garrison. He goes all the way around. I have this, I have this, I have this. All done by me. This was a stick and poke. This was my second ever tattoo. The first one, we won't talk about that. Maybe in another video. My other stick and poke is this one. I love this one. I love it so much. And then I have a stick and poke of a tooth. This one was originally a stick and poke, but then I went over it when I finally got a machine. This is a work in progress. We're not going to talk about that. This one's pretty old. This is when I was first learning how to use a tattoo machine. So it's like really wonky. And also it was done with my left hand. So. Pass these here. So I'm sure the question everyone's wondering. I'm actually curious if I still have anyone like subscribed to my channel that like gives a fuck. It's been 5 years. Where have I been? I've been experiencing life, dude. So what stopped me from continuing to post on my YouTube channel was I got in a relationship. And it was so bad. It lasted for 2 years. Yeah, that shit really fucked me up, man. I'm okay now. I'm totally past it. It's been like 2 years since it ended. I was in a horrible, emotionally abusive relationship, which is why I have all these fun little white marks all over my arms. Sorry. I'm genuinely sorry if this is triggering to anyone. I'm past it now. I haven't self-harmed in at least like 3 months. So I'm doing good because to look like this, I was doing it every day at some point. Sometimes even multiple times a day. I was isolated from like everyone and everything, including like my family. Bro did not like me hanging out with my family. And also I discovered this thing called the enneagram. Does anyone know what that is? Because if you do, please talk to me about it. Please. I love the enneagram. I'm a 5. I'm a 5-wing-6. My tri-type is 529. And I am extensively knowledgeable on the subject. It kind of saved my life. I'm gonna be real with you. I was not self-aware before I found it. And as a 5, I've had a really hard time understanding people and social things. And so I was like very socially isolated for a very long time. And I didn't understand that people think differently than me. People really think differently than me. There are 9 types, and they all think very differently. And there are wings, which they all think very differently. And there are subtypes, which they all think very differently as well. But the more you learn, the more you understand, the more you see like patterns and things. I'd say give it a look if you would like to be typed by me. Here's my social media. And also, hello, I have 30 piercings, which were all actually done by me. Anyways, back to the story. Abusive relationship. I got out of it because some crazy shit happened. I had to kind of learn how to socialize again, which has been really difficult because when you're isolated for so long, especially as the most isolated type of person that exists, it's not easy. And especially because before that relationship, I already had social anxiety, and then bro was like, you're literally not allowed to talk to anyone. And I was like, okay. And I still stayed in it for 2 years. Glad to say I will never go through something like that again, but damn, I can't believe that happened. I went to a new school, I met some people there, and then they brought me to the skating rink, which I am a skater now. I have been going for 2 years, which is crazy. When I started going to the rink, I started smoking. I'm 19, by the way. So I was 17 at the time. I started smoking, and then all of a sudden, I was high every day for 1.5 years straight. But yeah, I met my friend at the rink, and then I met a whole new friend group, and I love them. We've been friends for like 1.5 years now, which is kind of crazy to think about because honestly, for 1 year of that, I was high all day, every day. And when I say I was high for 1.5 years straight, I am not fucking joking. I would wake up, get high, continuously smoke throughout the day. And I probably wouldn't have more than like an hour in the morning when I didn't touch that shit. Like I'm telling you, all day, every day. And then I started losing my memory, and then I couldn't breathe, and then I couldn't walk because I couldn't breathe. And so then I was like, maybe I should smoke less. And also I went through a raging eating disorder. I'm like still not completely recovered from it, but I'm finally trying. Oh my God. But I'm actually trying to recover from it now, which I could not have said that in the past because I was just like letting it happen. If you can tell, I look a lot different than I did back then. But yeah, I've just kind of been like navigating life through mental illness, but I'm like totally good now, which is why I'm making a video finally. Because there have been a few times where I've like gone back and been like, kind of want to make a video. But then I would be like, I'm still going through shit. And so now I think I'm at a healthy enough place to like actually share this information about myself. Oh, I actually went to a mental hospital too, like mid 2020. It was May going on June. I got out like the 2nd. And then either that day or the next day, I started driving classes. And so I was there and I was like, these bitches have no idea I just got out of a mental hospital. So that was fun. I did not love the experience by the staff, but the people were lovely. I actually just got in contact with one of them again, which I know you're watching this, and hi, you freak. And I still stayed in that relationship for 1.5 years after that. Sometimes I remember and I'm like, what was I thinking? But I'm not mad at myself for it. I was going through some shit and like my parents never gave me what I needed emotionally. So I looked for it in people, anyone that would give it to me. We're back to after the rink. I met the friend group that I have now, and they're all like smokers too, despite them being like really fucking young. They're all a bunch of little stoners. And so I was like, yeah, I'll just keep smoking until I die. Because at some point, I seriously thought I was like... At some point, my eating disorder and my smoking were so bad that I like thought I was going to have to go to the hospital and like get surgery to have something removed. Because I was like vomiting every day, multiple times a day, like not on my own free will. Like, I used to actively purge, and then I like stopped, and then I just started like starving myself. And then I started throwing up all the fucking time. And I was like, this seems like a health issue that I need to deal with. I just like never got it checked out, but I decided to change and maybe be a little less disordered. That was my little wake-up call. It looks like I'm good. I have a lot of fucking dye left over because I'm an idiot and I never know how much I need, and so I always overdo it because I can't underdo it because I mix a ton of fucking colors with no measurements, and so I have so much. I have a mystery purple in here. I'm gonna take the mystery out, mix it together, and then put it all back in. But yeah, I've dealt with a lot of mental health issues for a very long time. I'm only finally getting a little bit better, mostly because of the enneagram, I'm gonna be honest. But that's because it's such a useful tool. It's not like 16 personalities or zodiacs. People love to compare the shit. Be like, is enneagram like zodiac signs? Fuck no, it is not. I've read stuff about my own zodiac and like sometimes it's accurate, sometimes it's not. But then again, I could probably read other zodiac signs and be like, that could be accurate, but also sometimes not. And so there's no real like correlation there. With enneagram, however, it's the motivations behind your actions. And somehow every person I've ever met fits perfectly into one of these. They may not have all the stereotypical things, but that's because enneagram isn't as looked into as it could be. There's the types, and mostly people will post things about each type, but there are also wings, and your wings will differ. You know, a 6-wing 7 is very different from a 6-wing 5. I can tell you that much. And then there's also subtypes, which a social 6 is very different than a sexual 6. And it's not like sexual, it's just like, you'd have to look into it. It's helpful. This shit is not coming off my sink. Enneagram changed my life. If you're an analytical person who likes to have answers to questions, then I would recommend getting into it, because I used to have so many questions. I used to always ask why. Why is this happening? Why are you doing this? Why do people react the way they do? Why do people not react sometimes? I got addicted to love, and then I got addicted to self-harm, and then I got addicted to smoking, and then I was kind of addicted to my eating disorder throughout the whole fucking thing. Which, like, I know some people are strict on what you can call an addiction, but, like, I feel like an eating disorder is, like, an addiction. I give it the same worth as one would an addiction to, like, a drug, because that shit can fucking kill you. And at some point, I was totally, like, prepared to die. I was like, yeah, this thing is gonna consume me and kill me. Like, I'm dead. Like, just a matter of time until it happens. Went through a lot, have had a lot of mental health issues, but I'm getting better, which is, like, I can actually say that now. At some point, I used to think I was getting better because I would just, like, distract myself. I would distract myself and be like, yeah, like, this is cool, like, I'm better, like, I'm not, like, doing shit, like, I'm not indulging in my issues or anything. But really, I was just, like, surviving and kind of forcing the days to pass, and was just unaware of it. But now I'm aware. I'm so aware. Thought I'd just come in with a real quick video. I'll show you when it's done in a second. It's gotta dry and everything. My room is so fun. It's orange. I don't think it was orange last time. Those are my paintings. Been through some shit. Still kind of going through some shit, but not as bad as the shit was before. That's a really vague recap of my life. If anyone wants to hear me talk about my life stories or maybe the enneagram, I'd so be down. I really don't expect anyone to, like, watch this, if I'm being completely honest. I like editing videos, and I haven't edited a video in a really long time. I edited a few videos that I just never posted, and then I just deleted them. But yeah, here's the finished result. So, the back is kind of purple. The back is more purple. Not really. I'm gonna redo the front of my hair. I'm thinking of just going straight on with this purple. Definitely my fault. It's because I added so much of this. Definitely my fault. Okay, that's it. See you in a minute.
I added purple on the bottom of my hair, and if you don't know this, I hate blue, and I put purple on top of green, and it's fucking blue, which I literally made the same mistake like 2 months ago, and I had to bleach my hair and then dye it green, and then I did it again. Go me. That's the hair. I don't know if you can see it. Okay, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to all my silly little mental illness stories. Here's my Instagram again, in case you want to go and stalk me. I have a weird thing about like allowing people to follow me. If a random person will follow me, I'll remove them. Even if it's a mutual friend that I've like never met, or maybe that I've met like once on passing, I'll just like remove them. So sorry if you get removed. Just like message me and be like, hey, I came from your YouTube and like I want to follow you for whatever reason. Okay, just like let me know, because I will remove you. I can tell you that much. I don't know if I'm going to be posting anything else. I don't know when the next time I'm gonna post is. I'm just posting this for like funsies. See what happens. See what kind of engagement I get, if any. That's it. Bye.